Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing Get Ready With Me featuring Juvia's Place Nubian 3 Coral Eyeshadow Palette. If you're new to my channel, I would love you to subscribe before you leave. To begin with, I'm going to go ahead and start priming my lips with Juvia's Place Lip Balm in Scent Mango, then continue with Bare Minerals Prime Time Original Foundation Primer. For my face, this is a silicone primer that smooths out your pores and complexion overall. For my foundation, I'm using the Ordinary Coverage Foundation in high coverage. Of course, I had to drop some on my pants. And I'm using my foundation in the shade 1.2N Light Neutral. And I'm also using my Real Techniques sponge that helps me to make everything look nice and even. This foundation comes off nice and light with medium coverage with natural finish. I really like how it looks on my skin, very nice and natural. This foundation may come off with a little bit yellowish undertone, but then it settles and it looks very nice. For my concealer today, I am using Bow and Cakeless Concealer by Benefit in the shade number 1 to highlight my inner corner of the eye, my brow bone, like I normally do. And I use my sponge to make sure everything is blended nice and seamlessly. For my secondary concealer, I'm using a concealer by Believe Beauty in the shade Fair. This is called You Are Covered Liquid Concealer. I really like how this concealer has a very flexible paddle applicator, which makes it very comfortable to apply the product to your face to spot conceal. This shade matches my skin tone perfectly, and it has very nice thin formula, but again, it gives you really nice coverage. And I have to mention that it's super affordable. It's available in Dollar General. I continue with CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in the shade Warm Honey T300. This is also the concealer, but I'm using it to contour / bronze on my face. I really have been loving cream products recently. I'm also using the Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. It's a complexion brush and it's really comfortable to apply products because it's very dense, but yet it is soft and it helps you to place the product exactly where you need it. I also go back and forth between a brush and a sponge, and brush helps me to put concentration of color, and sponge make sure everything's nicely and seamlessly blended. To set all my cream products today, I'm using my favorite Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder by Becca Cosmetics, and I'm also using the tapered highlighting brush from Ulta Beauty. I really love this brush. It's really nice and soft, and the size is perfect. I've really loved that Becca powder does not add any thickness to your makeup. It just really adds this very transparent, translucent layer to your skin just to make sure none of your cream products move. For my bronzer today, I'm using the mixture of 2 bronzers from the Palette Butter collection from Physicians Formula and my Ingold brush from brand Ocala number 753, just to intensify the color where I cream contoured or bronzed earlier. And if you feel like you overdid with the bronzing, you can always use clean powder brush to sheer the bronzer out. The star of the show today is this gorgeous palette, and I'm going to start with this fluffy brush by NYX Professional Makeup number 32, and going into the first matte coral shade and applying it with the circular motions right above my crease, making sure everything is nicely blended. And then I'm going into the same shade, but switching the brushes to a next brush from NYX Professional Makeup number 17 to deposit the color right into the crease. Everything that I'm using today in this video will be linked down below for you. Next, I'm using the smudger brush from Ulta Beauty, and I'm going into the next 2 brown matte shades and depositing the color right on my lower lids. This brush is really nice and dense, and I am using the crease brush that I used before, and I'm going into a deeper brown matte shade and deepening that outer corner of my eye, creating this nice outer V, and going back to my blending brush and just make sure everything blended nicely together. I'm going to use my finger for the next coral shimmer shade. Wow, so pretty. And I'm going to apply it all over my lid with just a swiping motion. There are no flakes falling out. There's really no fallout on the shimmer shade. It's so pretty, and I'm using the It Cosmetics by Ulta crease brush to just smooth everything out. Make sure there are no harsh edges, and I'm going back with the crease brush and just using tapping motion to deposit that deeper matte shade into the outer corner, and again blend it out with a fluffy blending brush. Make sure everything is nicely blended. Looks good. For my mascara today, I'm using the New Heights Lifting Mascara by Ulta Beauty. If you guys have seen my recent unboxing haul, I talked about this mascara there. If you've missed that video, I will link it down for you below. As you can see, this mascara has a shorter plastic wand, but it gives you a nice separation and definition of lashes. It almost looks like a brush for your lashes, and you can see the difference. For my waterline today, I'm using Ultimate Brow Highlighting Pen from Wet n Wild, and I just realized that this product is no longer available for purchase anywhere. I am definitely going to be looking for a drugstore option to use in my future videos. I do have a little redness to my waterline, and I like to use a brightening pencils like this, either with pink or a neutral undertone, to make the area a little more highlighted and to help your eyes look a little more awake. And we're continuing with the makeup on this left eye the same way that we just did on my right eye. And I just use my color switch that I picked up at my local TJ Maxx just to clean out the excess color from the blending brush, and just only use what I have on my eye already to blend it nicely and seamlessly. I'm using my finger again for the shimmer shade, and I'm going back with the brush to make sure there are no harsh edges. And to build up the intensity of the shimmer, I'm going back with the finger and just applying it only on the lid. Later today, I'm using the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 by Juvia, and I'm placing it with a brush in my inner corner of the eyes. You guys can see the difference between the brightness. It looks so pretty. And let's go ahead and finish the face with a setting mist by Essence. I believe this spray is no longer available. I like to finish up my makeup with using a handheld fan. It helps to dry out your setting spray a little bit quicker, and it also feels really good. For my lips today, I'm using the Ultimate Lip Definer in the shade Pouty from Becca Cosmetics. This is a nice retractable lip pencil, and it has a built-in sharpener on the opposite end, as well as a little rubber pointed tip if you need to correct any mistakes. And I am just outlining my lips first, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill my lips. And I have been loving using only lip pencils now that we have been wearing masks, and I feel like the lip color stays a little bit longer than just a lipstick. This is a finished look, you guys. The highlighter is absolute killer and a must-have, and I love the monochromatic eye look. I hope you like this video, and I will see you in my next one.